all across America, people are dedicating their lives to giving back.
You're gonna make me cry.
From executive producer Blair Underwood, this is Give.
Thank you so much.
Each week on Give, Blair, Jenna Hager, or one of their celebrity friends drop in on two small but mighty charities that are making a big impact.
Can you believe that? From the pit to the palace?
They'll discover what makes these two charities so effective and what they each need to do even more good.
Good boy.
Working with some of the world's greatest givers, our celebrity ambassadors will have to make tough decisions on how to distribute grant funding between the two charities, so we can present each of them with a surprise gift. Plus, each organization will become a champion charity on the Unite for Good network.
Unite for Good connects people to charity, so together they can make the world a better place.
Today on a very special episode of Give, Jenna Hager crisscrosses the country to visit two organizations using technology in new ways to conserve rainforests and the endangered animals who live in them. It's time to make some good things happen on Give.
So I'm so excited because we're working with two young people that do conservation work in totally different ways. Rainforest Connection and the Gabby Wild Foundation. And what makes this more special is that I have $35,000 from Mountain Hardware to split among these two organizations. So right now I'm headed to meet Gabby Wild of the Gabby Wild Foundation. She does really important work saving animals with technology.
Under the ruse that she has come to research a news magazine story, Jenna goes in for her first charity visit.
How are you?
Nice to meet you. I am Gabby Wild, and I'm the founder of the Gabby Wild Foundation. I just wanted to show you some of the very cool animals that we have here today that have been unfortunately injured from the wild.
I heard there's some owls here.
Oh, yes.
Let's see them.
Wonderful.
All right, let's go.
A passionate animal lover from childhood, Gabby created her foundation in 2011 to promote wildlife conservation. She also uses fashion to raise awareness about endangered species and is pursuing her doctorate in veterinary medicine at Cornell University.
So this is where the animals are.
This little screech was hit by a car. Hi, sweet thing. This is an eastern screech owl. It's a teeny tiny owl. It's not a baby. Since I was a child, I've always had this connection to animals. This little one would love to teach you how to examine a little owl. When I'm doing this veterinary work and this charitable work, it feels very natural to me, but especially when I'm out in the wild. You'll hear a very gentle heartbeat that's over.
Oh yeah, very fast. Is she nervous?
That's the normal heart rate of a little one. Birds have very fast heart rates. Very gentle.
Oh,
Very gentle.
your heart's beating so fast, little one.
Gabby credits her dad, Dr. Ronald Wagner, for putting her on her path in life.
My father grew up an orphan, worked extremely hard to become an infectious disease doctor. Because of my father's passion for helping everyone and anyone, I also have this passion for aiding our world in a different way.
Oh,
You are the owl whisperer.
he's so cute.
The cutie.
I love this baby owl.
While Gabby's current home base is in Ithaca, New York, her foundation is saving animals on the other side of the world in Indonesia.
Our on-the-ground work right now is mainly focused in Sumatra. Sumatra is teeming with different forms of species in life, plant and animal. Sumatra has one of the oldest rainforests in the world. In fact, it's older than the Amazon, and there's only 8% virgin rainforest left.
Today, nearly a quarter of the world's mammals are classified as endangered, threatened, or vulnerable, largely due to habitat loss from deforestation.
Sumatran elephants are critically endangered and on the risk of extinction. We don't even know how many elephants are left.
I heard one elephant in particular really inspired you.
Yes. Sorry.
No, it makes you want to cry.
Yeah. The inspiration for me starting this charity was a baby elephant named Kunchai. He was taken away from his mother, and he unfortunately became ill, and I nursed him back to health. But I went back to Cornell to finish my undergraduate degree. Unfortunately, he stopped eating when I left. And
Passed away.
unfortunately, he passed away, and
And that changed your life.
yeah.
No.
He was so sweet, and it wasn't really fair that he could have
Gone on to have a great life.
a beautiful life, because they live long lives in the wild, and the mission for me is to save all these endangered species. If I could, I'd save all of them.
To help determine the number, range, and location of remaining Sumatran elephants, Gabby uses motion-activated cameras mounted in trees, in parks and animal preserves. The cameras also track the activities of poachers and illegal loggers.
I have guards there 24/7, and they monitor everything, and actually we also have the local government that come out with us, so if there is a poacher, they can immediately be arrested.
To bolster the elephant population, the foundation also replants trees in clear-cut areas. But knowing the best hope for elephants is raising public awareness and inspiring action, Gabby has gone a step farther.
I would love to see how you've incorporated fashion with your work. I heard there's some pieces nearby. Can we go see it?
Yes, absolutely. Let's do it.
I love this. So this is your fashion for good.
Yes, this one
Yeah?
is part of our new collection, Elephantasia, to represent elephants specifically. If I can demonstrate
Yes.
the tusks.
Wow.
Quite interesting and very creative.
Yes.
Very, very creative.
So why fashion and conservation? How did you marry the two?
Because they seem like completely opposite things.
Yeah.
And when you put a paradox together, it sometimes brings about that much more awareness.
So you're using fashion for good.
Fashion for good.
So what do you need to take this organization to the next level?
We desperately need more funding for camera traps. We also need funding to help replant the rainforest. Those are the main things right now. And then, of course, operational costs.
Gosh, important work. Thank you so much for this amazing day. Thank you for having me.
Coming up, Jenna goes to new heights to save the rainforest. Jenna has just met Gabby Wild in upstate New York. Now she's headed to meet another young conservationist in Northern California.
So I'm really excited about today. We're on our way to meet Topher, who started Rainforest Connection. He actually invented this device he calls a guardian, which he can alert somebody in real time if there's poaching or illegal logging going on. And so we get to actually test one out today. Hey, Topher.
Hey, Jenna.
Hi, how are you?
Thanks so much for coming.
We're gonna climb into trees.
We're going up there so we can install devices just like we do in the rainforest.
Topher White founded Rainforest Connection in his garage in San Francisco in 2013 with the goal of protecting remote rainforests from illegal logging.
Illegal logging is actually usually a large industrial-scale black market operation. So much money can be made from this because no one knows about what they're doing that there's nothing to stop these people from really trying it, except for the fact that we can add transparency to this.
Working with upcycled cell phones, adapted software, and solar panels, he created a device called the Guardian, which detects the sounds of chainsaws and alerts forest protectors in real time so that they can intervene and stop the deforestation.
Just local people with the right technology and the right tools and the right know-how can actually show up and stop them and disrupt these huge operations.
Initially deployed in Sumatra, Guardians now monitor forests in Cameroon, Brazil, Bolivia, Ecuador, and Peru, always with the active collaboration of local indigenous communities, state partners, and local nonprofits. On this morning's visit, Jenna will help Topher install and test a new Guardian in a tree in Northern California.
So we get to climb the tree and then install the device, is what you're saying.
That's right.
Up into trees? I'm kind of scared, but I think I need to learn how to climb the tree.
We got our friend James, Tree Monkey James, come here.
Hi.
Hey, James.
Hey, Jenna.
Hi, James. Nice to...
James Reed is Rainforest Connection's resident rigging and climbing specialist.
We're gonna start with the saddle.
Like that?
Nope, you missed the hole.
In this little thing?
Nope, into
Nope.
this hole right here.
Okay. I think I can. I like being this close to the ground,
Yeah.
right?
And then take this hand and put it up here. Now, if you hold on to the other side of the rope. There.
This side?
Yeah.
Am I putting my hands on the wrong rope? This is the magic knot.
No,
No, this is.
Nope, that big knot
This
is.
one right
yeah.
out, like that?
No, the other hand.
Woo! Easy as pie. It went a little shaky, but I think I can do it.
No, you got it, you got
I've
it.
never
Yeah.
climbed a tree and inserted a device.
Well, this is actually a special kind of solar panel we made that works under a tree canopy. There's a microphone that sticks out the bottom, and this lets us pick up the sounds of chainsaws, logging trucks, animal distress calls, things like that, from up to like 2/3 of a mile.
So we're gonna actually test this baby out today, is that right?
We're gonna put it up in a tree, we're gonna turn it on, and then our friend James is gonna go off a mile away. He's gonna fire up a chainsaw, and we're gonna see if this thing can pick it up. It's actually pretty geeky stuff, really.
Well, geeky stuff is also cool.
Way cool.
I'm a nerd.
Me too.
Nerd power. All right, now let's climb a tree.
Climb a tree.
Look how high up we are.
Oh, I'd say we're good 60 feet up.
60 feet. I'd say higher than that, 100. We're up in the trees, baby. We're really high. Now we're gonna install the machine. Topher invented that's gonna help others save the forest. I'll be your sous chef.
Perfect, because the thing that always happens when we go up trees is I'm up here on my own and I drop stuff. Cell phones themselves are actually pretty fantastic little computers, and we throw them away by the hundreds of millions every year. But in fact, you can actually take these devices and upcycle them to do totally different things than they were intended for. This is a phone in a box.
Yeah.
Microphone here on the bottom. In this case, they listen for the sounds of the forest. They last for years. This is really for people out in the field that are actually protecting the forest. It's about creating a real-time alert so they know when loggers and poachers and people like that come onto their land, and they can go to stop it. Because the whole idea is when you're up this high in a tree, you can hear sounds from so far away.
Yeah.
You can get some pretty good amounts of solar energy.
The success of the Guardian comes from the flexibility of its design.
All it takes is one screw.
Made from easily replaceable parts, the Guardian can be used by a virtually endless range of forest protectors.
We're always adapting the technology to work based on what people in the field want. We're not just building technology and saying, this is what you want, pushing it on them. We're putting it out there, finding that every time we move to a new place, things have to be adapted and changed because people want to use technology differently. These are all 3D printed parts. But the cool thing is 3D printing is the type of thing we can send around the world. So all we really have to do is send them the plans, and they can print out the pieces themselves.
That's awesome.
That's kind of the idea behind it. The 3D printers can be built from old computer parts, CD-ROMs, and then also that the filament comes from plastic bags that people find on the street.
Ah, I love that.
We've been hearing about saving the rainforest for decades, but there's so many things that we hear about as much more urgent, such as climate change, such as species extinction, but it actually turns out that saving the rainforest is the best way to fight all of those issues in the world, because actually deforestation is the second highest contributor to climate change. Thanks a lot for your help with this.
All right, now we've installed the device. We are going to go down and test it. Ah!
All right, so first of all, we're gonna detach you here from this clip.
But I will still be safe, right?
We're gonna swing out from the tree.
Ah! Ah! Here I come. Woo, baby!
Oh, yeah.
Bye-bye!
Bye, Jenna.
I am happy to see you, Earth. Feel like $1 million.
Yep.
So let's test it out.
Let's do it.
All right, James, fire that baby up.
Okay, firing up.
This is really what happens in the field. The rangers get a text message and they can actually go out and stop it in real time.
I love that. Technology.
Yeah. Oh, see, there we go.
There it is.
There it is.
Saving the world one cell phone at a time.
You said it.
So what do you need to grow, and what are your next steps?
Every time we go into a new place, it's about finding the team to expand there. It takes some money, usually about $80,000, $90,000 each time. As a small team, each time we expand to a new area, it's actually a pretty big undertaking for us. But that's largely about the getting us started, getting us to work with a new partner and adapt our system to work with them.
All right, thanks so much. Oh.
Next, Jenna consults with the Give panel and returns with a donation that will help send more Guardians sky high.
Look how high up we are.
Jenna Bush Hager has been into the wild and back to witness the work of 2 remarkable charities. With the help of the Give panel, she must decide how to distribute $35,000 from Mountain Hardware between them.
Hi, everybody. How are you?
How you doing?
Today's panelists are Blair Underwood, philanthropist and executive producer of Give; Joan Gary, one of the nation's top consultants and charity bloggers; and Dennis Randall, VP of Marketing at Mountain Hardware.
I had the best time visiting 2 organizations from across the country, the Gabby Wild Foundation and the Rainforest Connection.
Where are you? Because I know you've been all over the place.
I'm in Northern California right now, and I was just in a really large tree, believe it or not.
Get out. Sounds like both of these organizations are working in conservation in super different ways, right?
Yeah, they both work with technology, but the Gabby Wild Foundation is really working with animals and wildlife, and Topher at Rainforest Connection is working to make sure that there's no deforestation. I was just with Topher, and we were installing these little devices he calls Guardians, and they can actually detect chainsaws from more than 1 kilometer away. It's definitely incredible, the work that he does. He makes these devices from recycled cell phones.
Wow, how high did you get up the tree when you went?
I think we went up 75 feet or something.
Jenna, you're a lady after my own heart. I love adventure, and you've been climbing trees and whatnot.
Thanks, Blair.
So, the Gabby Wild Foundation, what would you say is the most unique, impactful thing about her?
I am so impressed with Gabby. Gabby actually uses camera traps in Sumatra to make sure the elephants are safe. And between telling me about what she does and showing me these darling owls she was studying for exam, she's a powerhouse.
I mean, I think she is exemplary in that she weaves people in through fashion and all these amazing other things. So it's just this super strong platform for engagement.
What does she say she actually needs?
So she talked about the tangible need for more of these traps, and she's also starting a project there to help replant the rainforest.
What would you say are the needs specifically at Rainforest Connection?
So Topher's work is really incredible, and he wants to expand everywhere, and he needs the funds to do that.
So 3 things that we're looking for at Mountain Hardware: scalability, impact, and then just that connection to the younger generation. So really a bullseye for us.
And now I have a decision to make.
They're both doing amazing work. I would say that with Topher, this guy is climbing these trees and he's hanging these cell phones, and that's just such a game-changing thing.
It truly is a game changer.
That's a really good point, Dennis. But one of the challenges that nonprofits can face is to try to raise US dollars for something that's happening far away. And for Gabby to get the kind of seed money that could be offered here could potentially make it something really big.
Jenna, once again, you got a big decision to make.
Actually, you guys have helped me put this in perspective, and I think I know what I'm gonna do. Bye, guys.
Take care, Jenna.
See you later.
Bye, Jenna.
With her mind made up, Jenna hightails it back to the trees to catch Topher and hand him a helpful surprise.
We get to go surprise Topher. I cannot wait. I'm back.
Hey, welcome
how
back.
are you?
I thought you had to cough.
I have to tell you something.
Oh, yeah?
We are actually part of a show called Give, and we're highlighting your awesome work. And also, on behalf of Mountain Hardware, we are giving you $24,000
Oh, my God.
so that you can spread this everywhere you want.
That's so amazing. That's going to make such a difference.
I love it.
Thank you so much.
This is for you.
This is really going to go a long way. This is going to help us with the indigenous tribes in Brazil we're trying to expand to. This is going to help us set up Rainforest Connection devices along the 2 borders that they have most problems with.
We know the work you do is so awesome, and on behalf of all you give, we wanted to give back to you.
Yay!
Thank you. That means you'll be back to climb trees now.
Yes, I'll be back. My favorite part of the job, I love surprising Topher. We decided to give him $24,000 because he's already been doing this for a long time, full time, and we know that this can make a huge difference.
Coming up, Jenna journeys east with a gift to help Gabby save the elephants of Sumatra.
Keep up the awesome work.
I have to tell you something.
Jenna Bush Hager has just awarded Rainforest Connection a grant to protect forests. Now she returns to Ithaca to surprise Gabby Wild with a gift to save animals.
I'm back, and I have a big surprise for Gabby. Hi, Gabby.
Hi, Jenna.
So I'm back, and I have a confession to make. I was not exactly honest when I was here last. This is part of a show called Give, and we are so inspired by the work that you do every day around the world. I'm so happy to say that Mountain Hardware is giving you $11,000 to keep your conservation work alive.
I can't thank you enough.
Are you surprised?
$11,000. Thank you.
Of course,
Thank you.
of course.
We can do so much with this funding, you have no idea.
Wow.
It is so amazing to be receiving this donation. It's going to allow us to get our camera traps and allow us to proceed with our work and our dream. This is essential, A, to keep us running. Additionally, we needed those camera traps, so now we have enough money for all of our camera traps.
Oh, good.
Can't thank you enough.
No, thank you.
Oh, I
keep up the awesome work. Both of these organizations are doing such incredible work, and really, there's nothing better than giving back. Power is wings. Wow.
With the gift of $11,000, the Gabby Wild Foundation will install 12 additional cameras to help protect Sumatran elephants and support the eco-guards who watch over the rainforest.
That's it. Let go.
The gift of $24,000 will help Rainforest Connection expand to Brazil, where they will work with locals to install guardians high in the trees of the Amazon rainforest and help bring a halt to illegal deforestation.